disappear, that's the side you're opening to. If I disappear to this way, please don't open this way. Come colliding into me. You have to be sensitive enough to understand where your entry is. Does that make sense? And then you turn, sprint, and get into your movement. Your movement is, guys, I need an aggressive jab step. Pop, 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 pop. I don't even mind if you swim these. The wax on, wax off technique, hand fighting. I don't mind if you do a wax on, wax off for that, because you're trying to get this man's hands off of you if he's jabbing you while you're trying to make your plant step. You can keep razor blades or you can work wax on, wax off. What's wax on, wax off? Good. All that is to get the man's hands off you. If he jabs you, show me wax on, wax off. Bang, bang, bang. And now do the level change. I need a level change and sudden burst. That level change and the sudden burst is what gets your opponent to respond. When he does not see your shoulder pads or your helmet change levels, he doesn't really respect that movement. So I want to see that level change where your jersey number disappears for a split second. They will honor and respect that, especially if you got him going backwards and you do your movement, he'll settle when you settle. All right, let's do it. Oh, that's on coach. I like that. Here we go.
One and one. So we finish with that jab step. Wash out, wash off. Here we go. You attack. Hop, hop. Get back around. Hop, hop. Get back around. We're going and finishing, jabbing to the right, getting back on the left. Then get back in the middle, right? So, jab right, jab left, get around. Hop, hop, drop the hip. Pivot, every cone, pivot. We're not chattering, pivot. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Same concept through the ladder, same concept through the hoops. Cool? Here we go. You guys hear me? It's not a race on these hoops.
Right? Don't fall into your jukes. When you're doing those juke steps, don't fall into them where you like stumble out of it because you don't control your power. You understand? Be very controlled and definitive. Now when you juke, I don't want your outside foot too far away from your ear. That's how guys get hurt. Where you throw your foot way away from the rest of your body, where your foot is super far away from your ear. Now it's isolated out there all by itself. That's where guys get hurt. You trip over that. Or you get clipped up. Some type of injury happens whenever your foot is away, too far away from your ear. Does that make sense? So keep that stuff under you, not too far away. Deal? Yes, sir. All right. We need more arm activity. Flip the hip.
Good, that's good.
Good, cool. We still developing. We still getting it going. Come on.
Good. Hot, hot, hot. Come on.
Good arm, good arm. Low.
Tap out and get back around.
That's right.
Pretend it's a man.
That's right.
All right? Eat his space up, jab outside and come back around. Here we go. Go. Wrong side, baby. 1, 2, 3 in. 1, 2, 3 in. Attack, get back around. Good. Linebackers just swagger. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? I really should have been a safety, man, but you are, Sebastian? Here we go, baby. Look, this is the thing, Sebastian. When you're attacking these rings, attack the rings right on top. It's a man. Eat his space, eat the ground, jab right, come back on top, get around. Boom. See that? Get out of it, break his gate. On this, grab you, get back around. That's the same thing like getting a man. All right, here we go. Step outside, come back around. Alright, here we go. Sit. It's not a race.
Quick. Good. Stay tight on that. Get out. Give me the quickness though.
Here we go.
Bang.
Good.
Bang.
Get back on top now.
Get your elbows in.
Get your elbows in. Get that rotate on that pinky. Come on. Sit. There you go. Sit. Get the ground on the outside. Arms. Get the arms going. Get the arms going. Your arms go, your legs go. Your arms go, your legs go.
Fatigue is a real thing. We're still fatigued.
Finish it.
Y'all gonna win.
I'm out.
By the way, it's like 95 degrees out here in Cali right now,
Good, Cash.
which I love. Deal with those elements. We got a good breeze.
Cash.
Got a good little breeze going. Hard. Where's your arms at, sir? Where are your arms?
Left, come back around right. Jab left, come back around right. Good. Drop the hip. Drop
No
the hip.
arms.
What
No
you
arms.
told, man?
The same coaching points over and over, Cash.
I get it. You've been gone for a week. Get your hands off your hip.
I know Hawaii will do that to you. Hawaii will do that to you.
That's what it is, man.
You've been doing them luau's. We like teasing. He was all in Hawaii all week. And he come back hurting for certain. Come on, K-Dub. Pop, pop.
Good. Tap right. Get back on top.
Level change. Hup. Chop. Ha. Tip. Tip. And that dude 41 years old, and I don't care what nobody said. That's awesome. That's awesome. Come on, sir. Bang, bang, bang. Good. Hard finish. Hard finish.
Stand up. Bring me that pinky. Bring that pinky. Good. Drop it in. Good. Finish, baby. Finish. This is where it's at. I need you now. He needs you now. Go finish. I need you now. Come on. Come on. Where the hands at? Finish.
Been watching?
Go.
Hey, get him up. Get him up, Marcus. He just pulled up. Marcus said, man, I think I can do that. His very first time, no coaching. I've never coached him before. His parents reached out to me this weekend and we spoke last evening. He came to check it out, but he's like, hey man, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay. Here we go. Right.
Boom. His brother has a full scholarship to Boise State. So his brother is a DB and plays for Boise. He's supposed to be a really good athlete. Pop. Elbows in. Pop.
Pivot those.
Whoa.
Good.
It's okay. No cleats. It's okay. Bam.
Good.
Tight arms. Pop.
Get him chopping.
You can tell he's got some aptitude.
Good.
Hey, if you want your young people to get to the next level, if you want your athlete to get to the next level, this is the environment. We nurture them, we groom them, we homegrown them, we send them off, seal the deal, package them up, send them. When the coaches get them, they open it up, and it's great.
It's hot out
They're
here,
excited at what they get.
Hydrate, man.
We want to put weapons inside your athlete. We want to weaponize them. That's it. I just want to give them attributes that allow them to stand out on game day, to do things that their opponents cannot do consistently. I want them to operate with a pace where they break their opponent.
Get on this side, make it.
It's the easiest thing to do is to get your opponent to quit. You just got to move better than them and do it consistently without stop, without relent. Just work at a rate that they don't understand. And what happens to most people when they don't understand something, they reject it. They push it away. They don't embrace it because they don't understand it. Like I know a lot of people are like, man, I hate sushi. Have you ever tasted it? They're like, no, but I don't like it. You never had it before, but they just reject it because they have a perception that they don't enjoy it, they don't like it. Just like on the football field, if there's drills that athletes don't like to do, they will tend to avoid them. If there's a part of a skill that's needed in football and they don't enjoy doing it, they won't do it. They'll avoid it. So if you take that same principle and apply it on the field on game day and challenge this opponent with an effort and an intensity that they don't like, your opponent will avoid it and they'll begin to shy away from the contact. They'll shy away from how much aggression and how much focus and how much encouragement you put into yourself to take them out of their game. It's so easy to break guys down when they haven't had mental fortification or they haven't trained in an environment that nurtures them enough to help them realize that they can keep going, that they can keep pushing. And we use that acronym around here. We say push. We persevere until success happens. And we just keep going. We push, we push, we push. We want to put these young people in a very uncomfortable position to where we're simulating the duress and the emotional breakdown that they may feel in a game so that their body understands how to troubleshoot those emotions and they can take those and then reset, recalibrate. And that's why we stand in recovery posture to just calm down. I don't allow the athletes to pace back and forth with their hands on their heads. So many coaches say, when you're tired, put your hand on your head. All that does is tell your opponent that you're tired. All that does is tell them that you're hurting. And besides, you look like a prisoner. Put your hands on your head. You look like you're surrendering. Have you ever seen an officer or a prisoner of war? The first thing the captors say, put your hands on your head. And it means I surrender, I submit, I subdue, I yield, I give up, I give in, I'm done. No, man, we stand strong. And for all of you who believe that your lungs work better like this, because all my coaches my whole life used to say, if you're tired, don't bend over, put your hands on your head. At home, I want you guys to try something. I want you to take your hands, put them above your head, and really pay attention. Breathe in deep, and all you will feel is constriction in the back of your lungs because your rib cage presses in to your lungs from this posture. Just doing this forces my chest to come forward, which collapses my rib cage into my lungs, limiting my oxygen. I mean, massively limiting my oxygen. And the most natural thing after this is this. It's just a physiological breakdown because you're not standing optimally, and God designed us, the human body, where the lungs work optimal with hands down by your side. So if you can understand these things and have a mental advantage over your opponent, understand how not to showcase your fatigue or your discomfort, not to broadcast your pain, stand strong, breathe clear, and force yourself to mentally recover, and then encourage yourself through those difficult times to take yourself into the next phase of whatever the competition demands or whatever your struggle you're trying to overcome. But when I look at these guys, I just see a bunch of overcomers and a bunch of young people who don't have like any unique or explosively definitive attributes that should make them be so successful in sport. Like, no one here has blazing world-class speed for no reason. No one here just can jump out of the building because they were born that way. Like, to be honest, none of these athletes were born to do any of this. They chose, they made a decision, and they worked hard. Now what these athletes have is willpower and fortitude and high effort. And they're all different, all shapes, all sizes, all age groups, different cultures, different ethnic backgrounds. But we all come together for this one commonality, and it's, I'm gonna make up a term here, self-betterification, right? And that's all I want. And if you want a little bit of that, come on down here and check us out, man, because we're gonna love on you. We're gonna teach you how to use your body at an optimal capacity, and you're gonna gain abilities that are gonna separate you from the rest of them. You feel me?